Hello friends, this is Vikas Bansal. My purpose is to help enhance your leadership skills and to increase your productivity. In this video, we are going to talk about some elements on what can be done to increase your productivity. I will be introducing a Japanese concept called Shunnonyoku with you. Have you subscribed to my channel as yet? If not, do it right away. So today in this video I'm going to talk about some elements of productivity. हम productivity से normally क्या समझते हैं कि हम जिंदगी में और ज़्यादा कुछ कर पाएं, उस सीमित समय में और ज़्यादा कुछ कर पाएं. मैं मानता हूँ आप में से ज़्यादातर लोग हफ्ते में 5 दिन या 6 दिन बहुत मेहनत करते हैं. चाहे आप अपना बिजनेस रन कर रहे हैं, चाहे आप कहीं कॉर्पोरेट जॉब में हैं, प्रोफेशनल हैं, आप लोग 5 या 6 दिन बहुत मेहनत करते हैं और शायद कुछ लोग 7 दिन भी करते होंगे. पर मैं आज आपसे जो बात करने वाला हूँ वो उन आपके वर्किंग डेज के लिए नहीं है, बट आपको जो भी बाकी समय मिल पाता है, वो 1 या 2 दिन जो बाकी समय मिल पाता है, आप उस समय में क्या करते हैं ताकि आपकी बाकी दिनों की प्रोडक्टिविटी इंक्रीज हो सके. आई एम श्योर यू वुड हैव हर्ड दैट स्टोरी ऑफ दैट वुड कटर शार्पनिंग हिज एक्स. एक लकड़ आ रहा था जो वो जंगल में जाता था अपनी लकड़ी काटने के लिए, पेड़ काटने के लिए. बहुत पुरानी कहानी. और दो थे. एक आदमी सिर्फ पूरे टाइम अपनी कुल्हाड़ी से लकड़ी काटता रहता है और कुछ देर के बाद थकना शुरू हो जाता है क्योंकि उसकी लकड़ी को, वो उसकी कुल्हाड़ी को उसको शार्प नहीं करता है, उसको उसकी धार तेज़ नहीं करता है. और दूसरा लकड़हारा वो लकड़ी काटता है लेकिन थोड़ी थोड़ी देर बाद अपनी आरी की, उसकी कुल्हाड़ी की, उसकी धार तेज़ करता रहता है. सो ही शार्पन्स हिज एक्स वंस इन अ व्हाइल एंड इज एबल टू actually cut more wood in the same allotted time. So today I'm not just going to talk about you sharpening your axe, but in terms of some adequate breaks that are required in your life for you to be more productive in those working days. I am not going to talk about vacations per se. My focus is today on some activities which you should be doing either on a weekly basis, best would be on a weekly basis, but if you really cannot afford that time, definitely on a fortnightly basis. So starting off with the first one, what you need to do over some of these weekends. And one thing that comes to my mind is for you to be engaged in some kind of a sports or an outdoor activity. A sports activity which actually you're there with a team or you may be there with your family. You're having a good time and also you're engaging in some physical exercise. Now, I'm not really talking about the exercise that you should be doing about 4 or 5 days in a week. I'm talking about more about what you need to be doing over a weekend in terms of a break from your routine. And it is in this kind of a break from a routine that I came across this word called Shunnonyoku. Now, translated into English, or literally what this means in English is kind of a bath. And I'm not asking you to take a bath, a specific bath over the weekend. I'm sure you all take a bath every single day of your life, but this concept of Shunnonyoku, a Japanese concept, is about a forest bath. I just mentioned to you about some sports activity or some outdoor activity. Now, this is a great stress buster. Now, Japanese have been practicing this for ages, and even some of our enlightened souls in India and the saints that we know of knew about this. This literally means that you're there in the open, in the nature. And you're not just walking through nature, but you're trying to absorb what's around you. So you just may be a part of a group. Like I am a part of a group in Gurgaon, which goes for a walk every single Saturday to one of these trails in Aravali's. So one is you're part of a group and then enjoying the walk per se. But what this concept means is that you devote some amount of time to absorb what's around you. So you pause for let's say 5-7 minutes, you take a seat, you want to close your eyes or you just want to keep your eyes open and just let everything around you be absorbed by your eyes and your mind. You're not talking to somebody else, right? You're there in a silent zone away from the hustle and bustle. And then just visualizing, just seeing things as they are. I still remember the first time I did that as a part of that group. So as a part of this walking group in Gurgaon, the first time I did that, I really had to look at my watch after about 4 or 5 minutes. It really starts getting onto your nerves. It's very similar to being in a meditative state. I know many of you would be practicing meditation also. It's more like a meditative state, but you're there in a group and you're not talking to each other. So it really takes an effort. But as you start doing this, you start enjoying the surroundings. So Shunnonyoku, or the forest path, can really help calm your nerves and really recharge you for the coming week ahead. So this was one thing which I want to discuss. Now, second thing which I feel all of us should be doing, especially over the weekends, is indulging in book reading. Reading something. With most of us getting into these busy schedules, it may be difficult to pick up a book over the weekdays. But why specifically a book? Why not browse over the internet? Why not really look at some of these web series? Why a book? Now, being an author, I can say for sure that whenever somebody actually writes a book, so I'm not that acclaimed an author, but to talk about some of these really acclaimed authors, and for a book to be there in your hand, it really has taken thousands of hours of work. And that author may have actually put in about 10 to 20 years of his personal experience into that book. So many years of experience plus thousands of hours of work which has gone into publishing that book. And that book can be read in a couple of hours. You understand the kind of experience you've got in that couple of hours? And that's more to do with sharpening your axe. Because you need to keep learning something new in your life to be more productive. So I actually wanted to discuss these points with you. First was in terms of taking those adequate breaks over the weekends, break is not just in terms of you binging on some food or watching some new series on your TV. That's not an ideal break that I'm talking about. I'm talking about an outdoor activity, a sports activity, or I actually introduced that concept of Shunnonyoku with you. Forest path. Just absorb whatever is there around you. And then in terms of you being more productive, I spoke to you about you sharpening your axe, and that can happen if you can really leverage thousands of hours of work and years of experience which has gone into publishing that book, and you can start reading some of these books over the weekends. You will really be more productive in your work life. So do subscribe to my channel and you will keep getting more updates on some of these videos which I keep posting on leadership skills and on improving your productivity. See you.